Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Rhea Ripley has had a stressful road to WrestleMania 41. After finally regaining the Women's World Championship from Liv Morgan, Ripley dropped the strap 56 days later to Io Sky and is looking to recapture the title before the show of shows. Ripley now has to deal with another issue from Zoey Stark while focusing on her championship chase. The Unstoppable was seemingly in a bad mood after losing to Women's Intercontinental Champion Lyra Valkyria at today's WWE live event in Amsterdam. Stark took to X/Twitter after the show to call out Ripley for showing her backside, while celebrating her street fight win over Liv Morgan at the same show. Zoey declared that Rhea was an example of what's wrong with women in today's society. The Eradicator has fired back at the Raw superstar. Ripley took to X/Twitter around 30 minutes after Stark's original post and reacted with a 5-word message that has the WWE Universe riled up. You can see Ripley's tweet here. Ripley and Stark have had just one singles bout against each other in WWE. Survivor Series 2023 saw the Eradicator retain the Women's World Championship over Zoey Stark in just over 9 minutes. Monday's WWE Raw will take place at the O2 Arena in London, England. Below is the updated lineup. WWE Raw will air live at 3 p.m. ET via Netflix on Monday. This episode will also serve as the end of the European tour on the road to WrestleMania 41. In the world of professional wrestling, where feuds and rivalries are often fueled by heated exchanges and carefully constructed personas, every word can carry weight. The WWE Universe is no stranger to intense confrontations between its most prominent stars, and recent comments from Zoey Stark have ignited a firestorm. In a recent interview, Stark took shots at Rhea Ripley, and the judgmental words didn't sit well with the reigning Women's World Champion. Ripley, known for her dominant presence both inside and outside the ring, was quick to fire back, and her response sent shockwaves throughout the WWE locker room and beyond. The build-up, Zoey Stark's comments. It all started when Zoey Stark, an emerging WWE superstar with a rapidly growing fan base, made some pointed remarks during an interview with a wrestling podcast. While discussing the state of the WWE Women's Division, Stark, who has been climbing her way up the ranks, was asked about Ripley's reign as champion. What followed was a bold critique of Ripley's style and approach, both inside and outside the squared circle. Stark questioned Ripley's championship reign, suggesting that the Nightmare had coasted on her physical dominance rather than showcasing true technical wrestling skills. She also took jabs at Ripley's persona, accusing her of relying too much on intimidation and not enough on wrestling ability. Stark, known for her quickness, technical prowess, and high-flying styles, stated that Ripley's success was more about her look than her in-ring ability. I respect what Rhea has done, but she's just a big bully who relies on her size and strength, Stark remarked. It's easy to stand out when you're built like a truck, but there's more to being a champion than just looking tough. Wrestling is about skill, heart, and connection with the fans. Rhea's just good at intimidating people, not really working for that title. The comments didn't stop there. Stark also questioned Ripley's ability to inspire the next generation of female wrestlers. She suggested that while Ripley had garnered attention for her brute strength, she wasn't as technical or innovative as other women in the division. I feel like people like me, people who are hungry and willing to put in the work, are the ones who are going to carry this division forward, Stark continued. I'm out here every week proving myself, while Rhea gets by on intimidation and sheer force. You can only do that for so long. Ripley's response: fire and fury. Rhea Ripley, never one to shy away from a challenge, wasted no time in responding. The fierce champion took to social media to express her feelings about Stark's comments. In a video posted on her official Instagram account, Ripley, with a piercing glare and no-nonsense attitude, delivered a passionate message to Zoey Stark and anyone else who questioned her ability as a wrestler. Zoey Stark, Ripley began, her voice steady but dripping with venom. You've got a lot of nerve talking about me like that. You want to criticize my style? Fine. But don't ever disrespect my legacy, my hard work, or the blood, sweat, and tears I've put into this business. Ripley continued, her words becoming more intense as she addressed Stark's critiques head-on. You think this is just about being big and strong? You think that's what makes me a champion? No. It's about dominance, it's about pushing through every obstacle that's put in front of you, and it's about knowing how to use every ounce of power and skill to crush anyone who steps up to you. I didn't get here by just being a big bully. I got here because I've outworked every single person in this company. I've outlasted, I've overpowered, and I've outclassed every single woman in that locker room. Ripley paused, her eyes burning with intensity. You say wrestling is about skill, heart, and connection with the fans. Let's not forget who has held the top spot in this company for over a year. Let's not forget who has been the face of this division while people like you were still learning the ropes. I don't need to rely on intimidation. I rely on what I've built, what I've earned. And trust me, Zoey, you've still got a long way to go before you can even come close to understanding what it takes to be the champ. Ripley didn't stop there. Her response wasn't just about defending herself. It was a warning to the entire women's division. I've been in this business long enough to know how to shut people up who think they can just talk their way to the top. So if you think I'm just here because of my size or my look, Zoey, you're sadly mistaken. I've earned every bit of my success. And as for your technical skills, maybe you should come step in the ring with me and find out how well your skills hold up against someone who can out-wrestle, outpower, and outsmart you at every turn. The next time you want to run your mouth about me, just remember, actions speak louder than words. Ripley's response quickly went viral, with fans across the world praising her for her fiery comeback. The clip was shared widely on social media, and WWE fans, who had already been supportive of Ripley's reign, rallied behind her with passionate messages of support. But while Ripley's response was widely praised, it also sparked an inevitable question. Would Zoey Stark retaliate, or would she take the high road? The fallout, Stark's reactions, and the WWE Universe's response. Not one to back down from a challenge, Zoey Stark did indeed fire back, this time with a tweet that read, "Cute video, Rhea. But when you're done talking, let's see how well you can back up those words in the ring. Talk is cheap. I'll take my skills over your intimidation any day." Stark's words fueled the growing tension, and fans quickly began to debate who had the upper hand in this war of words. On one hand, Ripley was the reigning champion, a powerhouse with a history of demolishing her opponents. On the other, Stark had earned a reputation as one of the most technically gifted wrestlers in the division, and her challenge for a match against Ripley seemed inevitable. The impact on the women's division. This war of words between Ripley and Stark had a ripple effect throughout the entire WWE women's division. Fans were more engaged than ever, discussing not just who was better in the ring, but who represented the future of the division. Ripley's response showed that she wasn't just a dominant force. She was also a shrewd and calculated champion who knew how to play the media game. Meanwhile, Stark's quick comeback proved that she wasn't backing down and wasn't intimidated by the champion's pedigree. WWE itself seemed to revel in the drama, teasing a potential showdown between the two. Rumors began swirling that the two might face off at the next big pay-per-view event, possibly for Ripley's Women's World Championship. The match between the two had the potential to be a show-stealer, with Ripley's raw power and intensity contrasting sharply against Stark's technical precision and agility. But it wasn't just the fans who were interested in the outcome. Other WWE superstars, including former champions, chimed in with their opinions, further complicating the narrative. Some praised Ripley for her toughness and ability to stand up for herself, while others felt that Stark's technical style might be the perfect foil to Ripley's strength-based approach. The buzz surrounding this rivalry reached new heights in the following weeks. Interviews, social media posts, and backstage segments all served to fuel the fire, leaving the WWE Universe eagerly anticipating the inevitable clash between the two women. The final showdown, a match for the ages. As the weeks went by, the tension between Ripley and Stark continued to build. Ripley, ever the dominant champion, walked into every match with the confidence of someone who had beaten everyone in her path. Stark, however, was becoming more vocal and more determined, vowing to prove that she was the future of the women's division. The fans knew what was coming, an eventual showdown between the two women. Would Ripley retain her title, proving that power and dominance were all that were needed to stay on top? Or would Zoey Stark's technical prowess be the key to dethroning the Nightmare and ushering in a new era? Own thing was for sure. The feud between Rhea Ripley and Zoey Stark was far from over, and the WWE Universe couldn't wait to see how it would unfold in the coming months. In the end, this war of words wasn't just about two wrestlers taking shots at each other. It was about what each woman stood for: Ripley's dominant force, and Stark's determination to prove that heart, skill, and innovation could win out in the end. Whatever the outcome, fans knew that this was only the beginning of a rivalry that could shape the future of the WWE Women's Division for years to come. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our WWE official YouTube channel for more update news.